Good, good.
Jax, what stood out to you about the offense on Thursday night?
Thought we ran the ball real well. Thought we passed the ball real well. I thought O-line did a great job. Receivers making plays. Saw Tori out there, and all the rest of the guys, Riq Young. Um, yeah, I felt good watching those guys on offense. It was fast. They played fast. They knew what they were doing, and it was fun to watch.
What have you been impressed about watching Tori now that he's healthy and just seeing the growth that he's had since the start of camp to now when he missed the entire offseason?
Yeah, 100%. He's growing every day. He can play. He's a baller. Look forward to being out there with him. Can stretch the field. Can run any route. He's a hard worker, and yeah, it's going to be excited. It's going to be exciting to see what he does this season.
What do you learn about Sam Darnold?
Sam, same old same. Coming to work every day, putting it in. Brings the energy, and great leader.
Do you see any difference in him now than even a month ago with practicing on the field?
Yeah, I think we're just all getting comfortable with each other, being able to take the conversations about where this offense wants to go to the next level and go just deeper in the playbook. And I think we're just doing the right stuff, for us to win games. And it's serious competition every day, and we love that.
It can take time for quarterback and receiver who haven't played together to sort of build that chemistry, maybe especially with a new scheme as well. What do you think has allowed you guys to expedite that process?
Just really putting the time in, putting the extra time in, being here early, watching film, just having healthy conversations every single day. We mess up a play, we go over it, and we work on it the next day, and we usually get it down. So just coming in with that attitude just to be great and really have, like I said, healthy conversations and just get after it every day.
A.J. Barner talked about that it's nice with this offense that you can look at other offenses out there, look at other players that have run this offense as you kind of learn it. Has that been helpful for you as well? Are you able to look at guys and see how they've run?
Definitely. Coach Kubiak's, film dates back for a long, long time. So it's awesome just to see, how schemes and stuff like that has worked, for a long time. So it just gives us the extra confidence to really just go out there and understand what the defense is seeing and execute from that.
Or some of the receivers you've been watching way back?
Oof, man. There's a lot, man. I think Ty Hilton. There's a lot of guys. I can't date one. Adam Thielen and that Minnesota group. Yeah, even last year's with for the Saints, Chris Olave and those guys, and it dates back years and years and years.
Jaxon, going back, Tori, you talked about his physical. Could you talk about his mental and why that's important? And then also kind of going back to the receivers you talked about. Why is mental toughness important for a receiver?
It's tough because, every day you're going against elite people, every single day. And, sometimes it doesn't work out for you. So just having that balance, staying even, so to speak, I think he does a great job of doing that and just asking all the right questions and just making sure that he's prepared, mentally so he can go out there and ball out. And he does a great job with that. He asks a lot of questions in the receiver room with Sam, building that relationship. So he gets it, and it's just fun. To watch a young guy, kind of go through the same process that I went through, and so whatever I can do to help him out, he knows that I'm here for him, and so are the rest of the guys. But he has his head on straight, and he's a hard worker, so everything's just gonna fall in line for him.
Leonard Williams talked about how everyone's sharing their why and some other things have kind of helped make this team a little closer this year. Have you noticed a difference between how Mike Macdonald's kind of set things up this year versus last year in that way?
Yeah, 100%. We're just trying to find ways to we're chasing edges, so to speak, and just trying to find ways just to build this team. And I think what Mike has brought and the team and the captains on our team has brought to this team this year, is we leveled up, so to speak, just talking to everybody. I'm talking to guys on defense and just getting a good mix and just spending time with each other. It's been really good.
Is there something unique about the way going against Riq makes you better as a receiver?
1,000%. It does. I mean, Riq he's unique. I feel like he's got to be the tallest cornerback and definitely one of the fastest. So, it's a challenge every day going against him. He's a special player, and yeah, I mean, it's a tough battle. I know I've definitely gotten better these last couple months.
Jaxon Dell mentioned that there's more rules than answers kind of in this offense, this scheme, because it's been done so many times. Do you feel a difference there in terms of the amount of clarity with the offense and the scheme this year versus some of the ones you've played here in the past?
Yeah, yes, it's definitely clarity. I feel like the guys up front, definitely feel that, and for us to be able to watch, like you said, years back, on the receiver play, I think it's just great for the timing and taking advantage of the defense.
People have talked about just the details too. That Kubiak really stresses that, and just kind of how important that stuff is.
Yeah, 1,000%. Just taking that to the next level. The more we can hit on the details on, the most plays, and we understand that, and it just flows nicely. The better we're gonna be.
Where do you think you're better this year? You personally, where do you think you're better this year?
Where on the field? In my game. I think you'll see. Everything be better. I know that's not a good answer, but I think time will tell. You'll see. I think my route running, catching. I think it'll all just level up. That's kind of what I'll work on. There are specific things that I definitely try to detail my work on, but I think overall, as a person just watching my game, you'll just see me take it to the next level.
Kubiak seems like kind of a straight shooter. Behind closed doors, is he joke around with you guys a little bit?
Yeah, he's got some personality. But it's a good balance, you can say.
What's it been like learning to play with Cooper Kupp?
It's been great so far. Sorry about that. You get It's been great so far. I was just thinking about this the other day. I've been playing with some great players, and just learning from guys in the past, from this organization, DK and Tyler. I've learned so much, but DK, he's one of one. He's 6'4", and Tyler, he's 5'10", 5'11", you know what I'm saying? And he's got his own way. So it's kind of cool that we have kind of similar play styles, or movements, you can say. Coop is definitely on another level, so I'm the young buck learning from that, and that's awesome. But I think it's awesome to really be able to see the cuts and see exactly what he does, and being able to kind of mirror that.
Jaxon, Coach Macdonald was talking about how quick Sam gets the ball out and how it makes it difficult for defenders to be able to pressure him. As a receiver, have you felt more pressure to really ratchet up your post-snap releases just because of how quick he gets the ball out and that early phasing of the route?
Right, yeah. As a receiver, as far as I love that. I rather it be that. I rather the ball be halfway there, while I break. So, yeah, he's doing a great job with that. And I think it really knifes the defense and just gets them off balance. So I think, that's a win for us for sure.
From the outside, Kupp's a route what makes people go, oh, you are doing all kinds of new things. It's not that new to you, is it? How familiar is it?
Oh, I mean, it's all the same. Football. At the end of the day, football is football, and I've always had the mentality of beat the guy in front of me and figure out the zone and be there for my quarterback. So at the end of the day, it's the same thing. My mindset stays the same.
All right, anything else?
Thank you, Chad.